You want to use tie to ask me of expo?
No, sir.
And I'll not let that get to me.
Sir, is this social studies class?
What you say?
Understand personally.
Sir, is this social studies class?
Not like it.
Is this
Obviously.
Grace? What did you say? Grace, you asked the question.
Sir, please, is this social studies class?
Let me mute some people, please, so that we can understand what you are saying here. Yes.
Sir, is this social studies class?
Yeah, this is social studies now. You don't have your, or what are you supposed to have?
GC.
No, we are meant to have social studies.
So we're meant to have social studies. That's just this timetable. So that this we're meant to have GC.
People should not confuse me or confuse me.
In social studies.
Let me check. No worry. Let me check. And if it is social studies, somebody will need that.
GCE.
Social studies, eh?
You're supposed to have social studies.
No, it's social studies, bro.
You're supposed to have social studies. Look at it. Can you see it? Can you see it? Can everybody see it? Can you see Tuesday? Yes, so we have social studies, and what we're going to discuss today is accidents in school.
Jollof rice.
As it, hello. Let me mute everybody. So that
It's not everybody that is making noise.
I know.
Yes,
Mute all. This is peace of mind. If you can hear me, do thumbs up so we can quickly finish up. Can you hear me? Thumbs up. Yes. So we can start. Good. So if you have a question, please signify by raising up your hand. You know how to do it. Just raise up your hand and we are good to go. Right? So today we'll be looking at accidents in schools. There are accidents on the highway. There are accidents at home. Right? I could remember sometimes ago, I was at home, so they restored the lights. We are in Nigeria now, and NEPA issues. So they restored the light, and out of joy, I wanted to rush down to go switch on the, the lights. I didn't know that water was spilled on the tiles. And when I was rushing to switch on the, switch on the lights, I slipped. The next thing I heard was beep. Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me, guys? Those of you on video, just nod if you can hear me. Okay. So I said we're looking at accidents in the school. Accidents in the school. That's what we're looking at today. This network is so small. Grace, can you hear me? Luandara, Ogundele, Angela, the network is breaking. Chioma, okay. I think we just have to make sure the network is stable. So I'll now have to start all over again. All right. I think the network is stable now. Hello? Okay. So I said today we're looking at accidents in the school. Accidents in the school. You all know what accidents, you know what accidents are. Accidents could take place on the highway. They will not be victim of such. Accidents could take place at home. Likewise, accidents could take place in the school. So I wanted to give an example of, I once had an accident at home. And, you know, on that fateful day, NEPA took light. They seized the light, there was power outage, okay? So when they restored it, I wanted to go switch on, you know, out of joy. I wanted to go switch on the light, and I didn't know that water was already spilled on the tiles. And before you know it, just at some step to switch on the light, I slipped, and the next thing I heard was beam. I just said, yeah, you know, and of course, my body hates me for days, okay? My body hates me for days before, you know, I could recover. And such things do happen in school also. Maybe sometimes in your class, you know, out of, you know, ignorance, you spill water on the floor, and then somebody was just coming, bang, 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 and, you know, stepped on the spilled water, and then the person slipped. You know what the implication could be. So today we're looking at various accidents in school. We'll be looking at types of accidents in school. So number one accident we have is cuts, C-U-T-S. C-U-T-S, cuts. We have cuts, B. Number two, we have burns, B-U-R-N-S. Number one, we have cuts, C-U-T-S. Number two, we have burns, B-U-R-N-S. Number three, we have electrical shock. We have electrical shock. Number four, we have falls. Falls, F-A-L-L-S. F-A-L-L-S. Falls. Number five, we have bruises. B-R-U-I-S-E-S. I'm still going to upload the notes too. Then number six, we have bites. So let us look at the explanation to these types of accidents. Cut is an accident caused by, a cut as an accident could be caused by a knife, by scissors or cutlass or any sharp object. And they usually cause a opening on the body, which we call wound. So when you're cut by scissors, you're cut by knife, you're cut by cutlass, or you're cut by any sharp object, it creates an opening, which you call wound. Right? So we have cuts, and you already know various things that can cause cut. I mentioned knife, I mentioned scissors, I mentioned cutlass. Blade is also part. Blade can also cause an accident, right? So they usually cause, they create a large opening, or it could be a little opening on the body that if you don't treat it, it could result to something serious. It could, sometimes, you know, there are some people that have wounds and they are unable to sleep in the night. You know, it happens, right? They'll be unable to sleep due to the pains of the wound, right? I'm not getting feedback. I'm not getting feedback. Let me look at the charts, what people are saying. Okay, somebody's already helping us out. Thank you. Okay. Okay, they can hear me. Thank you. They can hear me. Somebody already lists the type of accidents. Somebody already listed them. All right. So let us continue. So we have, after cut, we have burns. Burns can occur when the body is injured by the sun. That is why there are some people you see that they have burns as a result of the cream they use. Yes, so they become irritated. So when excessive sun hits the body, they get burns. It used to happen. Or when they now sweat, when they use force to clean their face, they have burns. You understand? And also, aside from the fact that burns can be caused by sunlight, it can also be caused by heat. Heat can cause burns, or acid. So the body feels hot and painful as a result of the accident, and the skin is badly affected. You know, when you have this irritated skin, yes, that is burns. And that is why most times students should be guided, especially those of you that will be science students, or those of you that have access to labs. You understand? You should always be guided by lab attendants to always put you through. So when you're performing experiments in the lab, so you don't apply or you don't pour on yourself a harmful substance. Do you understand? So that is that about burns. We also have electrical shock. Electrical shock. As children, you are not supposed to even go close to electrical appliances. We're not supposed to, because it is dangerous. May we not be victims of electrical shock. Amen. No. And this is painful. It's a painful feeling one gets when electricity passes through the body after touching a naked electricity cable. Actually, I've experienced a shock before, but thank God it was a minor one. I was also performing, I wanted to perform my own, carry out an experiment, but it went the wrong way. And as a result of that, I learned my lesson. So as children, please, anything electricity, don't go close to it at this stage. Do you understand? Don't go close to it. Just stay safe. Okay? We also have falls. Falls. A lot of people, you know, as a result of not being careful, as a result of not watching their steps, they've, they've fallen many times in school. So there are falls. And this occurs when one suddenly drops down from a higher level to a lower level. And you know, in school, in the Ville, there are many staircases. So some people, they don't even watch their steps. They just walk the way they like. But so you have to watch your steps so you don't get involved, so that you don't fall. Understand? And sometimes the staircases could be slippery. And if you don't check them very well, it could also lead to a fall. We have bruises. Bruises, for some of you that play footballs, you know, some of you professional footballers, you understand what bruises mean. When you want to dribble somebody and the person comes with a slide and just give it to you, bowler, and then you slide on the field, vim, and you know, you have this slight bruise on your arm or your leg. So you know what bruises is. So you have to be careful. That is why we have people, grown-up people that officiate games just to encourage fair play, so people don't get injured, so people don't get bruised up, right? So we have bites. How many of you know this footballer called Suarez? Those of you that watch football, Suarez, he plays for Barcelona. You know, there was a time, at the slightest anger, what he would do was he will just come to you and bite you. That was his own way of showing his anger. Come to you and bite you until he was warned that next time he tries it, that will be the end of his career. And so we are yet to hear news from Suarez that he beat anyone, right? So we have bite. A bite is a wound made by, animal can also cause a bite. Animals cause bite. What's it called? Insects. You must have heard of this popular insect. I don't know the English name for it, but what I know it as is scatterblouse. Once it lands on anywhere on your body, right? And you know, after you probably when you kill it on your body, I don't know how it operates. Okay, we're talking about skirt and blouse. So yes, that's when you have this black, irritated kind of skin. You understand? So insect can cause a bite, and dogs, you know, when a dog bites you, that's when they quickly take the person to hospital, and they say so that the person will not. So they'll treat the person against rabies, right? I remember that when I was growing up. Yes, rabies. Somebody already said that. Chioma, thank you. So they'll treat you against rabies. When I was growing up then, I remember my grandma would say that we should not go close to dog. That when dog bites you, that if they don't treat you on time, you start barking like dog. And you know, that fear has always been on my mind, even to date. Nobody wants to bark. Nobody wants to bark like a dog, right? So those are the types of accidents in school. So now, it is one thing to discuss accidents in school, and it is also important to know how to prevent accidents in schools. Yes, we should not just only discuss the problem. Let us also discuss the solution or the prevention. They say prevention is better than cure. When you prevent something from happening, it is far much better, effective than saying, okay, when that thing happens, we'll now start looking for solution. So what are the preventive measures that can be taken against accidents in school? Number one is to remove all dangerous things that can cause accidents, like broken bottles and other sharp objects. So when you see things that are harmful, hello guys. Yes, can you hear me? So number one preventive measure that can be taken to, can you hear me please? Can you hear me? I think it's from here. Yes, okay, I think they can hear me now. So number one preventive measure that can be taken to avoid accidents in school is to remove all dangerous things that can cause accidents, like broken bottles and other sharp objects. Also, you students should avoid exposure to electricity cable, and even the school authorities, you know, like the Ville College now, in your classes, there are no opening or naked wires that could, you know, harm students. So school authorities and students should avoid being exposed to cable or wires, you know, that are damaged, so as to avoid accidents. So we also have, during sport activities, students should be guided properly by promoting fair play and take precautionary measures to accidents. Okay, Angela say I should say it slowly. Okay, let me come again. You still get the notes though. You get the notes, right? So number one is remove all dangerous things. Remove all objects that can injure you. Avoid being exposed to electric cables so that to avoid story that touches. So also students should be guided properly during sport activities by promoting fair play. During sport activities, students should be guided. And number four, students should also avoid playing with dangerous instruments. Some of you, sometimes you want to play with your colleagues and you'll be playing with forks. You're supposed to eat, when you're done eating with forks, you're supposed to put it in the plate for the cleaners to come and take. But no, you rather want to threaten somebody. It is bad. It could cause accidents. You understand? And even you, at the end of the day, when you use it, you may not like yourself. Because you'll be like, what have I done? Right? So avoid playing with dangerous instruments. Number five, be careful while using, be careful with chemicals and acids. Be careful with chemicals and acids while performing experiments in the lab, in the laboratory. When you're in the laboratory, be careful. Be careful with chemicals and acids. Because there are some chemicals that once it touches the body, the effect is very, very bad, right? So number six, teachers should guide students on school farms when performing farming activities. Yes. You know, when you're doing your agri practical, wherever, you always have your teacher on ground to guide you so as to avoid stories that touches. Angela, don't worry, you get, sorry Angela, don't worry, you get the notes, you get the notes. We don't have time, right? So we have, another one we have here is how to take care of accident victims in school. So we've looked at types of accidents. We've looked at ways to prevent accidents in schools. And now we're looking at how to take care of accident victims in school. Number one is when an accident happens in school, the first thing that should be done happens in school. The first thing that should be done is to report the incident quickly to a teacher or an elderly person. When you see that a colleague of yours is involved in an accident, the first thing is tell a teacher, report to a teacher or any elderly non-teaching staff you find around, right? That is one. Number two, after reporting the accident, first aid care should be given. First aid care should be given by using the materials in the first aid box. So for example, if the person has got bruises or wound, they apply iodine and what have you. So number one is when an accident happens, report to a teacher or any elderly person around. Number two is apply first aid treatment. Number three is after first aid treatment, the victim first aid treatment is not enough sometimes. Depends on the degree of the injury. So when the degree of the injury is much, the next thing you do is after first aid treatment, the victim should be taken to a nearby hospital or clinic for medical treatment by experts. After first aid treatment, the victim should be taken to a nearby hospital or clinic so the person can be treated by expert. Right. So we're looking at number 4. We must ensure that when whatever caused the accident is removed to avoid future occurrence. Number 4, how to take care of victims, accident victims in the school. So immediately that thing is done, make sure you take that thing off to avoid repetition. Somebody said we must ensure that whatever caused the accident should be removed. Yes, whatever caused the accident should be removed. Should be removed. Number 5, nurses are to be employed in schools. You have a great school like DeVille College, that you have working medical experts, that are on ground 24/7, both in school and in the hostel. So whenever there's an accident, they know what to do to make sure the person is fine. All right? So we've discussed types of accidents. We've discussed how to prevent accidents in schools. We've also discussed how to take care of accident victims in school. So I'm going to, if you have a question, please signify. So the remaining minutes left, we can now use that as discussion, as interactive section. Interactive session. Any question, Grace? Adebayo? Kemi? BC, are you just joining us? Okay, that means you are going to get the video on School Portal. Please hold on. Okay. Who has question? You must ask question. In my class, we must make it lively. So you must ask question. Wandara, you got question?
No, sir.
No question. Okay. If you don't have question, me, I have question. Kemi, unmute yourself. Okay.
Yes,
Can you tell me one way to take care of an accident victim in school? One way we can
I
take care
didn't hear the question.
one way we can take care of an accident victim in school. Tell me one way an accident victim can be taken care of.
By
Yes? Kemi.
of an accident by using some equipment in the box.
Yes, by applying first aid treatment. First aid treatment. Thank you. Let me do random selection. Let me choose Nifemi. Nifemi, are you there? Nifemi has gone to watch TV. Nifemi. Ah, that you see. He mutes. He left the class on mute and was doing something else. Let me go and meet him again. When he's ready, he'll join us. Nifemi. Ah, good. Okay. Let me do another thing. Chioma, unmute yourself.
Sir, after the victim after first aid has been applied on the victim should be taken to a nearby hospital or a clinic.
Okay, good. 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 All right. Next person is Angela.
Sir.
Yes. Your question is, mention 2 types of accidents in school. Mention 2 types of accidents in school. Just 2. Ready? Angela, you're mute. Unmute yourself. Angela, unmute yourself.
Cuts and burns.
Cuts and burns. Yes. Thank you.
I have more.
Let us go to someone else. I know you have more than enough. Fini. Unmute yourself for me, please. Fini.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Can you give me another 2 types of accidents in school?
Of what?
2 types of accidents now. Are you not with us?
Okay.
Or were you late to the class?
No, sir.
Where is she now? Is she not in the class? Fola? Okay. You are next. Fini, I can hear you. Fini, we don't have time.
Okay, sir, I'm coming.
You are definitely not with us in the class. Because you are not supposed to even take time before you answer that. You're not supposed to take time.
Sir, road traffic accidents.
Eh? Eh? Who told you that? Who mentioned that? Road traffic accidents. Did we mention bites? Did we mention bruises? Yes, we did. We probably were not available. Our time.
I said types of accidents.
Type of accidents in school, not just accidents. That's because our topic is accidents in school, so you should know that that's what I'm asking, not just.
Oh, I didn't know. Yes, sir.
You know, if you want to look at types of accidents, we can't exhaust them. All you just need to do is go and watch 1,000 Ways to Die, and you see various accidents to list, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Fola. Fola, let me unmute you. Unmute yourself, please. Folarin. Shina. Shina is not responding. Fola is probably not there. He's probably playing PS5. Shaoluwa, you can mute yourself. Let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
Can you mention 2 ways we can prevent accidents in schools? 2 ways.
You can get a first aid kit.
Okay.
Make sure the playground is secure to prevent terrible injuries.
The network got interrupted. So she said we should get first aid kit and also try to keep playground safe to prevent terrible injury, right? Right. Also, okay, let me ask someone else. How am I going to ask you? David.
Yes, sir.
How are you, sir?
I'm fine.
Can you mention 2 ways, aside from the one that was mentioned before, that accidents can be prevented?
Make new rules and regulations.
What?
And make rules and regulations.
Okay.